Hi, survivors. It's me, Represent, reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. Please excuse the quality of the video. Um, I cannot put out my location right now, but I want to talk about. There's been another recall and another train derailment. Lately, this has been ongoing with these train derailments, and also that this one occurred in Tennessee, and then also with these so-called food recall products and all types of products that are in your local market. I don't think none of this stuff is an accident. I think they're doing all this stuff on purpose, allegedly. And the sad part about it, nobody's doing nothing about these things. We talking about it. Of course, we talk about it because we don't really, besides prayer, which is a very major effective way of changing things. I do believe prayer changes things, but I'm talking about in regards to um, contacting it, or these people who have the power in our communities and in our country. They're not doing anything about it. We see some people from the red, talk about what's going on and that are totally against the invasion of the border. I have to give the governor in Florida and our governor in Texas some credit, because they are being proactive. In Texas right now, we have what do you call it? We have guards at the border. We're putting up barbed wire, and which is really being effective. So we only see like a couple of people in regards to the politicians who are being proactive and who are going against the status quo and going against the grain of this corrupt gov and corrupt system. But that's what's really going on. Now, it's so much headlines making the news, you really don't know where to start. In regards to the train derailments, this has become the new norm. This is crazy. Like, all of a sudden, these people get in office and all hell is breaking loose around us. And nobody's saying that. Well, everybody's talking about it, but who's doing something about it? From the border, we being invaded, our communities, with all types of people we don't know nothing about. We don't know the status of their health. There's no health screening with these people. There's no nothing to see what's going on with these people. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. He's an injury lawyer, and he's saying it doesn't make sense. He said when his brother tried to go to Australia, I think it was Australia or Switzerland, he said if there was so much that his brother had to go through before he even entered into that country, which makes sense. He said that his brother they had to find out what was the brother's reasons for entering into the country. Was he coming there to work? How long was he going to be there? They checked into his background here in this country to see was he a good citizen or not. Make sure he wasn't a felon. All types of different things like that. Just checking them out. And a lot of countries are like that. You can't just go up in these people country where these people live, where these people do business, where these people are raising their families and whatnot, and just come over there. Why is America like that? But America is one of the main countries who have the resources in regards to stopping this nightmare nonsense foolishness. Nobody should be able to just invade our communities like this. I don't care what nobody say. This stuff is being done on purpose, man. Allegedly. It doesn't take no rocket scientist to figure this out. You don't even have to be an empath or be sensitive in the spirit in any kind of way to just see this stuff going on. All hell has broken loose around us, man. This stuff is serious. All of a sudden, the prices have shot up on everything since this administration been in effect. And this not just going on here, y'all. This going on all around the world. I got people all around the world on this channel, and they're telling me all kinds of stuff that's going on in these other countries. They saying the same things going on in their country, and it might be worse. This stuff is becoming the new norm with the inflation and people being homeless. It's becoming the new norm with our borders being invaded and all these people. Man, remember when it first started out? It was like maybe a couple of million, 3, 4, 5 million. But now it's like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be approaching 100 millions. I'm serious. Y'all, then they're saying these people getting free cell phones. This is a rumor. I don't know if this stuff is true. They getting $3,800 a month. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing they getting food stamps, all kinds of free housing, hotels. And our taxpaying dollars are paying for this crap. And then everybody coming in here, ain't no telling how much drugs have been pumped up in here. And administration laid back about it like it ain't no big deal. They so-called supposed to be mad at Abbott for putting up barbed wire and protecting the communities in Texas. Now, this latest recall, some Lay's potato chips. Y'all Google it. That's why I tell y'all stop eating that junk madness foolishness. Bunch of junk anyway. And these kind of companies are making billions of dollars off of people getting cancer, diabetes, high cholesterol, and all kinds of stuff, hypertension, heart disease, and everything else from eating this crap junk foolishness. And then there was other recalls over the weekends too. It's just so much back to back. That's why we have to continue to watch, fight, and pray. Allegedly, this train derailment was something else, another thing affecting the food and the water. It's just so much. It's so many back-to-back things happening. You have to be living under a rock to not feel and see what's really going on. We're in trouble. We're in major trouble. Our lives and the communities are at risk. I mean, big risk. Every day it's a struggle to fight to survive. We're seeing our money just being thrown out the window with all this heavy, intentional inflation. Alleged, but that's what's really going on. If you're looking for man to save you, good luck with that. Good luck with that. We're going to have to be prayerful. I'm serious. I'm seeing people who didn't even believe in God starting to believe in God because they knowing they can't get through this by themselves. God takes care of God's own. I'm not trying to be over spiritual or religious or nothing like that. I'm just stating facts right now, man. This is terrible what's going on out here. And it's getting worse and worse by the day. These people going to be replacing people's jobs. And then another thing they saying, they letting these people in here so they can vote for the left. Because we got this election coming up. All this is allegedly. But I know something's going on. And it's not right. It's not right at all. Fellow Americans. And it'd be different if they're helping the people in this country first. But they're not doing that. Our tax money, we've been paying for stuff all our life. Our ancestors had to pay for stuff, and then y'all just let people come flood our communities who haven't contributed nothing. And they get free housing, free food, free phone calls, free cell phones, free get jobs and all these types of things. When Americans are going without food, they're going without work, they're going without they're being homeless. I know I'm talking about 3 or 4 different subjects at one time, but I just wanted to hit all these things so people start waking up and start being prepared for this, man. You don't get prepared for these things, man. Stuff is happening like a rapid speeding levels. I know we've been talking about this for the last 2 years, these times that are happening now, but now the things they speeding up. Every day is speeding up. I'm telling you, if you keep on waiting until tomorrow and procrastinate and in regards to your health and working out and having a strong mind and being prayerful, you're going to be in trouble, man. It's time to seriously get out the way of all this mess. I'm talking about seriously. Before they start putting laws into effect where you can't buy land, you can't grow your own vegetables. They already trying to do stuff like that now. I try to encourage y'all to get some land, man, before it be too late, before it be way too unaffordable. If you paying rent and paying these bills and whatnot, you can afford to get some land. There's no excuse in it. All it's going to do is help you and your family and help you to get off this system. Because all this system is going to continue to do is drain us dry. That's what it's done all these years anyway. I don't see why millions of us have been on it and participating in it. It ain't never give a doggone about us anyway. It was created for the elite, for them to be the billionaires and stuff that they are. It's not to help us. If y'all think this food in the market is to help us, good luck with it. If y'all think that all this light bill, water bill, gas bill, rent, this, that, and other, and all this stuff is to help us, good luck with that. This whole system was created to make people wealthy, generational wealth on the backs of people. They don't care nothing about us. That's why it's easy for them to put all this mess and nonsense and non-foods in the market. That's why it's easy for them to let all these things that's going on go on. It's for their benefit. So one day they can have complete control of our lives, man. I don't know how people can't see what's going on. I don't see how people can't feel it by now. I mean, seriously. They trying to devour us and take us up out of here. Allegedly. But that's what's really going on. Control the food, control the people. Got criminals up in that White House. I don't care what nobody say. Allegedly. Been like that for a long time, but now it's so obvious, man. What these people are doing are foul and corrupt. Anyway, I'm not gonna go on and on. Y'all should get the picture by now, man. Get your mind and your body right and get it right with God. Stop eating all that crap, junk foolishness, man. Take this stuff seriously. Limit the intake of food you putting in your body because this stuff ain't even real anyway. Grow your own. Protect your children and teach your own children at home. Don't depend on this system who don't give a doggone about them or you to teach your children. Prepare your children and your family for these times. Get a plan in place and start utilizing it. Every single day, man, this country's going down. This stuff is going down in the worst way. Now they letting these strangers invade our communities in this country. And then the crazy part about it, you got a lot of people in this country helping them. Trying to be good Samaritans when they hurting their own self and don't even have sense enough to know it. Freaking foolish. It's a doggone shame what's going on out here, man. This country is falling. And it's the people within it that's making it happen. You can't tell me somebody ain't been paid some billions of dollars or multi-millions to let this stuff happen out here. You can't tell me, man. Because there's no way these people in power, for them not to be doing nothing about it, that should tell you what's really going on. They're not doing nothing about these train derailments, these chemical explosions, the invasion of the border. They encouraging this mess. They ain't doing nothing about all these food recalls and all this stuff that's really going on out here. They encouraging it. Like it ain't no big deal. Oh, we talked to the president in Mexico and he said, what you got to talk to him for? You can make stuff happen right here. They so used to blowing smoke up people's butt because people believe anything these people say. All they got to do is put it on TV and everybody believe it. Freaking foolish, man. That's why I don't have no lot of friends because I ain't got time for these people that sit up here and believe whatever the system say and whatever the system do. And then when you try to tell them something differently, they looking at you like you crazy. I don't have time for people around me just putting anything in their mouth, eating any and everything. That mean they ain't thinking right. That mean they ain't gonna be able to move straight when it's time to move. I don't have time for people around me who's not being prepared for these days and times. I just don't have time for it. I don't have time for people with a bunch of sinful ways. None of us are perfect. We're not perfect. But I'm talking about just deliberately out here having sex with any and everybody. Deliberately just out here saying any old thing. Deliberately out here just doing no thing, anything. Time's up for that. It's time for us all to repent, get close to God, and get it right, man. I'm telling you, man, this country is falling. People are falling, man. We got a bunch of devils in the bodies of people doing demonic work. Y'all thinking these are people. These are demons. It's demons that's running this country and all these other countries too, allegedly. But that's what's really going on. Ain't nothing they doing is godly right now. A lot of these preachers and pastors and churches should have been raising hell when they was taking prayer out of everything. Should have been raising hell when they was allowing all this immoral stuff to go on. Now look where we living, in a nightmare, foolish mess. That's what happened when you take God out of stuff. That's what happens when you take prayer out of stuff. People don't have no kind of righteous direction. Everybody do anything and everything. They listen to anything and everything. They talk about anything and everything. They put anything and everything in their doggone mouth. And anything and everything come out of it. They let anything and everything in their body. Now we living in a mess. And it's terrible. You know, you guys follow me on Patreon for real, raw, uncut, unfiltered content. Please support the channel if you can. All proceeds go back into the channel by way of cashapp, or you go to purposeand.com and support things on there. So we keep this channel going. And if you're looking for land in bug out areas, I have some for sale and for lease. And as always, y'all watch this world, watch the weather, smell your water, boil your water before you use it. We are under a serious attack out here in this country. And it's time for all of us to open up our eyes and watch, fight, and pray. Prep, pray, stay out the way. Keep on prepping and praying, prepping and praying, prepping and praying, prepping and praying, prepping and praying. Guard your life and your mind and your children and your family at all costs. It's time how we used to do back in the day. Everybody used to get in the living room. We used to pray and pray and pray and pray. All it's going to do is strengthen you and protect your life. And be proactive and keep prepping and keep gathering and storing the things that you need and growing your own foods and doing and taking the steps that it's going to take to survive these times. It's time now. And keep surviving. PurposeAnd.com.